What's going on, everybody? This is Steve from AltCoin Buzz, and I've got another video for you today. I wanted to revisit a previous topic I had talked about because I've discovered a potential tool that might be able to help you guys get a grasp on it. And during this time of the downturn market, it's wise to be able to use the time to hone some skills in which you can help make you money now and also be prepared for when another rush comes and the market starts to grow quickly. If you've been invested in it for a little while and you only seen the upside of cryptocurrency followed by this first major downturn or retracement, then you guys might not have been prepared for how to make money through tactics and more just from the bull rush that was coming through earlier a few months ago. So the market's certainly been up and it's been down, and I'm starting to see some of that same market trends where everything follows Bitcoin. And this was very much the case a few months ago, I would say prior to the end of November, where when what Bitcoin did, the rest of the coin market did. And it's hard to say really why that happens, but during the times of late November all the way through the first week of January, what you saw was one would go up, like Bitcoin would go up, then the altcoin market would go up, and things were going left and right and left and right, left and right. But now they're all in sync with each other to some degree. And that makes things a little bit more predictable, I suppose, but it's just interesting to observe. So I've said some things before about arbitrage, and the concept of arbitrage is that what you're essentially doing is regardless of the price of a coin overall or the market conditions overall, what you're doing is looking for an opportunity to exploit the pricing differences between market exchanges and to be able to purchase something new at a lower value compared to what you could potentially sell it for on another market. Now, this is not financial advice. This is just speaking friend to friend and advice that I've given others here on the channel that I think is a good tool for you guys to be able to hold on to in the long run that will give you something to do for your own financial betterment, not just here in the cryptocurrency market, but also certainly in the stock market, which is where this tactic really comes from. So it's an old stock tactic of which you can use for trading cryptocurrencies because we know that the markets have similar functionality. So I've said some bad things before about this exchange called Trade Satoshi, and I'll still continue to say that it's not a very good exchange, and it's definitely not secure. Because here I am, I haven't been on this exchange in a few days, and I just went to the address on my normal computer, and it's automatically logged me in without asking for a username and password. So I really have to give you a bit of caution when using Trade Satoshi. It's not a very safe exchange to keep your money on, but you can be the judge on whether it's an exchange of which you'd like to put something in for a short period of time to purchase something or sell something and then cash back out into your wallet or preferred other storage placement. So one thing that's interesting that's going to help you guys get a better grasp on it is that they actually have an arbitrage tab, which is located under their services tab. So once you've signed up, if you go to services and then arbitrage, you'll be able to check out a few different markets of which they're pulling in an API for. Now you'll notice I've unchecked Yobit because it didn't appear that there was any data being pulled in right now for Yobit. So let's go ahead and uncheck Yobit. But they've got Bittrex and Cryptopia on there as well as their own exchange. And they've got different markets for Bitcoin, Dogecoin or Doggycoin, Litecoin, and USDT markets. So we'll just focus on Bitcoin market here for the time being because that's got the most active trading pairs of which you could look at prices. So what you're looking for in arbitrage is a price difference here. In this case, these are 4 Satoshis and 4 Satoshis, so that's a match. You're not going to have any opportunity right there in order to be able to purchase something at a price lower and potentially sell it higher. So the risk is here that you could be purchasing something at the current price on one exchange, but then you have to move those coins over to the other exchange and you have to actually sell them at the higher price in order to produce a profit. And that's your risk, because the sell orders could be canceled or filled in the amount of time that it could take for Bitcoin to transfer from one exchange to the other. So keep that in mind. This is by no means a foolproof way at which you can make money. But in some cases you'll see, or we could potentially see, where there could be great opportunities to produce a profit based upon your ability to buy and sell those coins at a price variance between the exchanges. So before you decide to jump in, not only are you looking at a disparity between one exchange and the other, so let's scroll down where we could find 3 exchanges here for BLK coin on Bittrex, on Cryptopia, and on Trade Satoshi, and let's look at the price split. So between Cryptopia and Bittrex, there's barely any price exchange, just one price difference, just one Satoshi. But here on Trade Satoshi, you would actually potentially be able to buy this about 650 Satoshis cheaper for BLK coin. So if you could purchase things in really large volume, then you can leverage the arbitrage example in which you can make more money. So if you're only doing like $100, for example, you're not going to be able to produce very much profit or a significant profit. So just keep that in mind. This is really for people who would like to put a lot of money in. And of course, before you make a purchase, you need to find out how many available selling orders there are at the quote-unquote advertised price. Like, for example, here, Atom, you've got 847 Satoshis for a selling price versus 600 Satoshis on Cryptopia. So what we want to do here is we want to go to Cryptopia and we want to find Atom coin on the Bitcoin market. So we're going to type in ATOM and we want to verify that there's actually orders right now to sell it for 600. So that's not actually accurate, and that's always subject to change. But right now, you'd only be able to purchase about 3,500 at 612 Satoshis, and another 1,400 or so at 613 Satoshis. So there does appear to be an opportunity right now in which you could be able to purchase at very close to those advertised prices. But right now, there's people trying to buy at 600. So you'd have to actually make a bid right now in lieu of any new selling orders coming out for at least 612 Satoshis in order to purchase a Atom coin. So let's see what else they advertise here. So Atom coin was to buy at 600 and sell here on Trade Satoshi for 847. So let's go to the marketplace, and it's going to sign us back in. So we'll wait. And we'll go to the Bitcoin market and we're looking for Atom. So let's go here and let's look at how many active orders there are for people to purchase it. So this is where we've uncovered that there's not an actual opportunity right now, despite the appearance of one, in which you could purchase on Cryptopia for 612 Satoshis. There's currently no buying orders right now for the advertised price. It just appears that there was a price of 847 Satoshis, but right now the highest buying order is at 455 Satoshis, which is well below the price of which you could purchase on Cryptopia for about 612. So let's go back and take a look again at services, arbitrage, and let's find out if there's another one out there. And this is another opportunity out there. And this is where a trading algorithm can easily take advantage of scooping up all these opportunities and making trades across exchanges, because it would be able to pull in through an API the actual real opportunity, and barring any actual transfer times, it would be able to scoop up these opportunities faster than a human being could. But you'll need to get your pen and paper or a spreadsheet out so that you can actually track these opportunities and be able to try to quote-unquote exploit them. So let's look into a couple more, because a lot of these are going to be a fruitless rabbit hole in which you're not going to be able to actually take advantage of the opportunity. So let's look at this, BTG. This looks like a coin that should have some serious volume. So let's take a look at this between multiple exchanges. You've got on Bittrex where it's selling for basically that many Satoshis, versus here on Cryptopia where it's supposedly selling for like 30–40% cheaper. So we're going to have to check this opportunity out. So we're going to be looking for BTG potentially to purchase on Cryptopia. And let's go take a look for BTG. And we got selling orders that are selling at just under 8. We'll call it 8,000th of a Bitcoin. Let's go back. That's fairly accurate. Now, how many coins could you potentially scoop up? 7 or so coins. So that's not too bad of an opportunity. Now we go back again. Sorry for jumping between screens. And you've got selling orders for 2 more, 45 more. So really you could purchase a pretty sizable amount, more than 50, about 55 for under 0.0008. And what we want to be able to do is go and find out how real on Trade Satoshi it is for 15 or for 12.2. So let's go to Bittrex for a change of pace, and keep in mind we need to stay on the Bitcoin market, and we need to be looking for BTG. So we'll do a quick search and we'll find out that the last price was 12.2, but let's find out how many selling orders may be advertised right now. So these bids are to purchase, and these asks are to buy. So we have people trying to sell at 0.1598, but we don't currently have any active orders. But you can see that there's actually movement. So there are orders either being created, canceled, or fulfilled at these magic prices. So that doesn't provide a lot of opportunity, so to speak, or does it? So let's go ahead and let's say we were to buy all these. It does actually look like there are some offers right now to be selling at 0.12. So that looks like some real opportunity. Now let's go check it out and see if we can get any for 0.015 here on Trade Satoshi. But you have to keep in mind that there's not a lot of trade volume that takes place here on Trade Satoshi. So we'll go to markets, we'll check out, there we go, we'll check out BTG here. And the price appears to be accurate, so let's take a look at opportunity. So you could be selling for 0.012 because there are currently buying orders, but there's not a lot of buying orders of which you could liquidate about 55 of these Bitcoin Gold. So we want to take a look, and really these are really shallow buying orders. There's not a large amount of volume, but you could exploit this in small scale if it was worth your time to do so, and I'll leave that opportunity up to you, because it may or may not be worth your time to be scooping up just literally a couple of these Bitcoin Gold, taking the risk upon yourself and transferring them. But in essence, that's the gamification of how arbitrage works on the coin markets and how you can look at the opportunity, and it is fairly nice that Trade Satoshi has that opportunity available for you. If we take a look, we have some other arbitrage opportunities advertised on Cryptopia. So that's an opportunity here where you could use Cryptopia's opportunities for Bitcoin market and for USDT Tether, but I would stay on BTG for right now. Now this is just comparing Cryptopia and Bittrex, as well as something called Blue Trade, which I have to admit I'm not personally on. So comment below, let me know what you guys think about this opportunity to talk about arbitrage. It's not a brand new concept, but to some of you I realize it might be a skill that you'll need to practice. And I caution you, just practice it on a spreadsheet real quick, find out the opportunities and find out the dollar amount of which you could potentially make on your trades. Don't execute any in real life yet until you feel comfortable jumping in and doing that. If you don't think it's worth your time, obviously you're not going to spend much time doing it. But there is opportunity between these exchanges, between Trade Satoshi, Cryptopia, and Bittrex. But you can also use some opportunities advertised on something like CoinMarketCap or World Coin Index. So you're going to be able to come in here, and let's say we wanted to take a look at Ripple, for example. I don't know if there's any opportunities for arbitrage that are going to be listed here on the markets, but let's take a look at some real-life examples. So since we can only look at the US dollar value, we've got on Bitfinex, it's selling for 71 cents. Let's find some more on the USDT. Kraken, selling for 71 cents. So let's go down and see where it might be selling for disparity. So we want to be able to sort by price and find out. So the highest is on Bitflip, and there's barely any volume on there. Let's find any of these exchanges. So Huobi, you can buy it for 69 cents. You could sell it for 72 cents. You're not going to make a lot of money there. You're literally looking at a few percent profit. You're going to lose that in fees most likely. So it doesn't look like Ripple's got it. But you could use the markets tab here on any coin in particular. It's just quite a bit more manual as opposed to looking through something like an arbitrage matrix where you're able to actually do a real quick comparison and scroll through to find out markets. But there it is, guys. That's arbitrage. Let us know what other types of skills you'd like us to talk about. I know Matt was going to do a video on dollar cost averaging as well as some other things out there. Stay tuned to Altcoin Buzz. You can follow us here, subscribe to us on YouTube. You can check us out on Twitter. We're at AltCoinBuzzIO on Twitter. We're on Steemit. Definitely check us out there. If you haven't created your own Steemit account, I highly recommend you guys get with the program and join Steemit. This is Steve signing off.